Hello and welcome to this video about using the Google Earth app on your smartphone. So in the geography course you have a task on Google Earth. Now in this video I will explain to you how you can do that task. So what I have here is a similar task. Yeah, that's not the task that you will have to do. If you have a look at the different questions, you will see they look similar. Dus die lijken erop, die zijn gelijkaardig, but they are different. Yeah, you can see different place names, different coordinates, etc. Yeah, so it's a different task, a different exercise, but it's very similar. Het is heel gelijkaardig. So when you watch this video attentively, als je deze video aandachtig bekijkt, then you will know exactly what to do in order to do the task well. Yeah. So the first thing, of course, is that you have to download the Google Earth app on your smartphone if you don't already have it. So what you do is you go to the Play Store if you have an Android phone. If you have an Apple phone, then you'll have to go to the Apple Store, I think. So you just search here for Google Earth, and then not the sponsored thing here. That's tricky. That's not what you should have, but what you have underneath, yeah, Google Earth. Yeah, that's the one you need. You can see it's been downloaded over 500 million times. So you click install. That's the one you need. And then it takes some time to download. Usually not too long if your internet connection is okay. So it's installing. Let's give it some time. And then you can click open. Yeah. Explore Earth, yeah, so you can do that. Then you get a sort of guided tour. You can see I'm already automatically logged in, yeah, with my brother's mail address. Yeah, you can do something similar. Yeah. All right. So before we get into anything, let's go back to the task. Yeah, and the first question is search for this location, Brasilia in Brazil. Which shape does this place have? And then it also specifies the altitude of the camera position in the bottom left should be plus minus 5,000 meters. So if I go to Google Earth, then you can see here in the bottom left there's a sort of scale, and it says here 3,000 kilometers. So that's how high the camera is above the surface of the Earth. So I'll use the search button here, and just type Brasilia, in Brazil, and then I can see it over here, first results, and then it automatically takes me to that place. Yeah, and now the question was, what shape does it have? Let me go back. So the camera position should be plus minus 5,000 meters above. So I should zoom in a bit. Now I'm 9,000 meters, and here you can already see it. So if you look well, it sort of has the shape of a bird. So the wings going from the top to the bottom, and then the body of the bird going from sort of left to right. So that's the idea of the architect who designed the city. To put it in that sort of shape. So I can go back. And fill in my answer. So the shape of a bird. Okay, next question. What are the coordinates of Brasilia? Now, I'll go back to Google Earth. If I just press my finger on the red button here where it says Brasilia, and I just hold it, then I have dropped a pin. That's what they call it, and you can see at the bottom of my screen it gives the location. So it's 15 degrees 47 minutes 49 seconds south, so it's in the southern hemisphere, and it's zuidelijk halfrond 47 degrees 53 minutes 32 seconds west. So it's in the western hemisphere. And then it also indicates the elevation. Ja, dat is eigenlijk hoe hoog die plaats ligt boven het zeeniveau, boven de zeespiegel. Ja, so that's 1120.19 meters. Ja. So think about, of course, that the English and the Americans have a different way of writing the numbers. Waar dat wij schrijven 1120 zonder komma natuurlijk tussen de eerste 1 en het volgende cijfer doen de Engelsen dat wel. Hè. Dus waar dat wij een komma gebruiken voor cijfers achter de komma, schrijven de Engelsen of de Amerikanen een punt, zoals je hier kan zien. Hè. Dus laat u dat niet in de war brengen. Het gaat hier dus wel degelijk om 1120,19 meter. Ja. So I go back to the task and I can fill this in, yeah, the coordinates of Brasilia. I just copied that, and then the elevation, we already covered that, that's question 3. I can also fill that in. Yeah. And then the next question, when did Brasilia become Brazil's capital? Dus Brasilia is op een gegeven moment de hoofdstad geworden van Brazilië. So I go back to Google Earth. I need to I need to drop that pin and I'll re-enter the search of Brasilia, and then you can see at the bottom of the screen I get some extra information. Yeah, now you can scroll that up to the entire screen, and then it gives you some explanation here, and you can see Brasilia was inaugurated as Brazil's capital in 1960. And then it also says here underneath, founded on April 21, 1960. So whenever you go to a certain place on Google Earth and you have this extra information, it's always worthwhile to have a look and see what information you can see here. You also have some pictures that you can scroll through if you like. Yeah. So I'll go back to the task and I can fill this in. When did Brasilia become Brazil's capital? In 1960. Alright, next I have an exercise on coordinates. So not only can you look for places or place names in Google Earth, but you can also indicate coordinates. Dus je kan ook coördinaten ingeven in de zoekbalk. And the question here is, which geometrical shapes do you recognize? And the altitude of the camera position, dus de hoogte van de camera boven het aardoppervlak, in the bottom left should be plus minus 20 meters. So that's very close. Yeah? Dus ik ga even naar die coördinaten gaan. Use the search button. Yeah? Remove this. And the coordinates are so 48. Yeah, and then I need to indicate degrees, the symbol for degrees. You'll need to find that on your keyboard as well. And 51, and then the symbol for minutes. 41 seconds, and then the N for north, and then it's 2 degrees 20 minutes and 2:02 seconds in the eastern hemisphere. So if I have it like that, then normally that should be fine. I just press search. I can already see it's in Paris, France. It will zoom in, yeah, and I'm already at 100 meters. You can sort of see it already, but let's go a bit closer. So yeah, 40 meters is already good. And you can see the geometrical shapes. That was the question. Dus welke meetkundige figuren herken je hierin? So that's of course a circle, and we have some squares in it. Dus met een aantal vierkanten daarin. So I'll show that solution. Yeah, squares in a circle. Okay, next question. Search for this location, Big Diomede Island. What are the coordinates? So I'll go to Google Earth, remove my previous search, and here I'll just need to type Big Diomede Island. And you can see it already appears. Big Diomede Island, it's in Russia. Yeah. Alright, and the first question was the coordinates. Yeah, so what I'll do for this, another way to do it, you can just press it as we've done before, but you can also say save to project, and then you choose local KML file. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, and then here you've got some information. It suggests you to edit, but we won't do that. Alright, and then if I press, you can see it is at 65 degrees 46 minutes north, and then 169 degrees 6 minutes west. Yeah, so that's what I can fill in. So here it's a bit different, but depends on where you press, it's okay. Measure the distance between Big Diomede Island and Little Diomede Island. Yeah? So I have save this, and I'll go to now to Little Diomede Island. Little Diomede Island, that's in Alaska in the United States. But as you can see, it's not that far away. So I'll press save to project as well. Update, and then you can see it is so here I did it correctly. So save to project, and then save the information, and then you can see the coordinates: 65 degrees 45 minutes 7 seconds north, 168 degrees 55 minutes 27 seconds west. Yeah. Alright, and now when I go back, yeah, then you can see here there's a button for measure. Dus daarmee kan je meten. Dus hier zie je een symbooltje van een meetlat, symbol of a ruler. Now on your phone it's easy. You have this sort of target with select starting point. Yeah, you just need to make sure that the point where you want to start is in the middle of that target. Dus die roos die je daar hebt, je zet gewoon het punt waarmee dat je wilt beginnen. Dat zet je daar in het midden. And then you press add point, dus punt toevoegen. And then you can see I can start measuring. You can see the number changes. And Big Diomede Island is to the west. Oh, I'm already going too far, sorry. And here you see that Google Earth remembers my previous place mark on Big Diomede Island. So I'll go to that place mark, then I have it exactly. And now I can press add point. Yeah, and if you press now done, yeah, then it saves the 8 kilometers that you can see here. Yeah, if you want to add another point, yeah, you can. Yeah, and then you can measure surfaces. Dus zo kan je ook oppervlakte meten. But we won't do that now. So here I'm done. Yeah, and you can see it's plus minus 8 kilometers from Big Diomede Island to Little Diomede Island. Alright, so I can fill that in, plus minus 8 kilometers. Next exercise, number 8, search for the Aral Sea. Dus het Aralmeer is dat in het Nederlands. In which country is this place? So I'll go back to Google Earth, remove my previous search, and then Aral Sea. Yeah, and you can see it's in Kazakhstan. That's the first thing you need. So that's something I can already fill in. Yeah, the Aral Sea. It's in Kazakhstan. That's something I already saw immediately via the search tool. Okay, next question. Turn on the time-lapse. What has happened with the Aral Sea over time? So if you go back to the app, then here in the right, at the top right of the screen, you can see this little symbol, and you press on it, and you can see layers. Now here you can change many different things. So you can choose clean, and then you do not see any borders or labels. There's nothing. It's just the satellite images. If I choose exploration, then I will see some things. So as you can see now. Then if you want everything, so also landmarks, etc., then you will see even more. And you can also choose what you want to see. If you want to see, for example, only roads, but not borders, then you can change that here. Now I go back to exploration. There's also a button for 3D buildings. We'll see that in a minute. Yeah. If you're having problems with your internet, and the app is reacting too slowly, then it might be smart to turn this off, because this uses a lot of internet data. Alright, so many different options here. So here we'll turn on time-lapse. You can see, if I go back for a second, the explanation: view a global time-lapse video of the planet from 1984 to today. So Google Earth started taking satellite images, etc. Already in 1984, and so with this button you can see how the landscape has changed from 1984 until today. So I'll go back, and here it changes. You can see the landscape changes. Um, in order to see it quickly, you can change the speed. So here click slow, and now you see the year to the left, so 2022, and now it's starting again, 1985. So there's still quite a lot of water in the Aral Sea. But then in the 1990s and at the start of the 2000s, you can see the lake or the sea starts shrinking like crazy, and it starts drying up. So right now there's almost nothing left. So there's really almost nothing left. Alright, so that's what I can fill in. So with many different landscapes, you can do something similar. What has happened with the Aral Sea over time: it started shrinking and is now largely dried up. Then next exercise, number 10. Turn on the grid lines so that you can see lines of latitude and longitude. Which island is located at 80 degrees west and just south of the Tropic of Cancer? So with Google Earth, I'll remove this search, and I'll also turn off time-lapse. That's already done. But here, in the layers menu, you can select grid lines, and you can see it says underneath show latitude or longitude lines. So then Google Earth is going to show you the geographic coordinate system, as you can see. So I'm still in Kazakhstan. You can zoom out in the usual way that you do with your smartphone. Um, and let's go back to the assignment. So what was it again? 80 degrees west and just south of the Tropic of Cancer. Dus we zitten in het westelijk halfrond. 80 degrees west, you can see the lines over here: 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees, etc. And then here I have the line of 80 degrees west. And now I need to look for the Tropic of Cancer, dus de Kreeftskeerkring. And you can see there's an island here just south of the Tropic of Cancer, 80 degrees west. That is Cuba. The island of Cuba, just south of Florida in the Caribbean Sea. So Cuba, that's the answer. Next question, and this one is about Street View. So search for this address: Spoorweglaan 36 in Sint-Niklaas, Belgium. Use Google Street View in Google Earth. So you can also use Google Street View just on Google Maps, but here we'll do it in Google Earth. Make sure to check your entire surroundings. Daarmee bedoel ik, straks gaan we helemaal rondkijken. Which animal is painted on the wall with graffiti? So Spoorweglaan 36. So we'll go from Cuba to Sint-Niklaas. Spoorweglaan 36, Sint-Niklaas. So he gets that address completely right away. The grid lines I don't need anymore. I'll turn them off. And now you can see the Spoorweglaan. You can see the red button where the address is. Zoom in a bit. And now in order to turn on Street View, you have to click on this little man icon. And then you can see that there are blue lines, light blue lines, and that's where Street View is available. So I'll click on the blue line right in front of this house, Spoorweglaan 36. And then it takes me to that place. It takes a while to load. But here I can turn around completely. I can see the street. turn around completely. Yeah. And here on the wall you will see a graffiti painting. Maybe some of you already saw it before. So here we can see butterflies instead of vlinders. So butterflies, that's the answer. Yeah. In the task you will have a similar exercise, but one that is about a place that you might not have been to before. Next exercise, search for these coordinates: 52 degrees 5 minutes 45 seconds north and 4 degrees 17 minutes 1 second east. Use Google Street View in Google Earth. Make sure to check your entire surroundings. Which flag is to the left of the European flag? Dus we gaan even naar die coördinaten gaan. Yeah, so I'll leave Street View. Yeah, you can turn it off. By the way, you can see that now my Google Earth is not orientated correctly. If I want to orientate it to the north, then you can click this little compass symbol, yeah, and then it will automatically point to north. Alright, so I need to type in these coordinates: 52 degrees 5 minutes 45 seconds in the northern hemisphere, and then 4 degrees 17 minutes and 1 second east. Go to that place, and it takes me to The Hague, Den Haag, in the Netherlands. And here again I'll use Google Street View. Can zoom in. And I'll put myself over here right in front of that building. And the question was in the assignment, which flag is to the left of the European flag? So with the arrows, by the way, you can also move forwards and backwards, so you can explore the entire place. Here again you can look around if you'd like to. And here we see the European flag, and this is the Belgian flag. So this is the embassy of Belgium in the Netherlands, dus de ambassade, de vertegenwoordiging van ons land in Nederland. So I'll go back to the task and select or give the answer, the Belgian flag. So you'll get a similar exercise about flags using Street View in the task in the course. Alright, so that's that. If you have any further questions about Google Earth or some things are still not clear, you can go to this address, and you just type in Google Earth, you just type in Google, just type in Google Earth help. That's a Google search, very easy, and then you just click on the first thing. And then you get a page, how can we help you? So here are the different steps, all the different things that you can do. So for example, you have here a menu, start using Google Earth, where you can discover places, search for places. So search for places, and then here is an entire explanation of what you can do and how you can do it. And you have different options. So you can Android, that's your smartphone. If you have Android, you can also do it on the computer, or for the Apple options, your iPhone and iPad. So the different instructions. And of course there are many different things to use. So let Google Earth access your location, so then it knows your GPS location, and you can see, for example, your own house. But here, for example, explore Google Earth, learn about places, use Street View. So that's also something we did in the task. If you want to see the different steps, you can see them over here. Alright, so that's just Google search with Google Earth help. Alright, so that's that, and thank you very much. Good luck with the task.